Hello lovely YouTubers, I'm MaxLPQueen and this is a new Let's Play called Pokemon Rijon Adventures. Rijon, it isn't spelled like region, so I'm gonna call it Rijon Adventures or I don't know. But this is a hack of Pokemon Fire Red. And I've never played through this game before, so I'm going to apologize ahead of time if I kind of slow things down by wanting to read all the text and what everyone has to say. But I'll try not to do that. But obviously we know how to play the game, and we know how to move the character. So let's read our journal. Dear Journal, it's finally the day I toured the region of Rijon. I'm looking forward to this day. It's been 20 years since my dad, Red, fought in battle with his now best friend, Green, for the champion title of Rijon. Okay, so our dad was Red. I'm on a big journey. I'm sure I'll enjoy. Alongside that, I'll probably meet many friends along the way. Now that's what I'm sure I'll like. Yet battling the champion is my sole aspiration. This means I'll be writing less in my journal, but I'm sure I'll have a lot to write then when I return. So here's to a good journey. From the pages of the protagonist, me, July 25th. Alrighty then. And here we have the professor. Welcome to the region of Rijon. This is not Professor Oak though. This is Tim, one of Rijon's trainer tutors. And he's here to get me started on my quest. Of course, this is a Pokemon. It is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. People around the world live alongside their Pokemon. A lot of people engage in competitive battling, many raise Pokemon as pets, and some work alongside Pokemon to protect our lands. There are also lots of people who dedicate their time to study Pokemon. What would you dedicate yourself to? Ooh, that'd be cool. We get to choose what we could do. Tell me about yourself. Okay. I am a girl. And this girl's name, I just looked it up. Her name is, in Fire Red, is Leaf. So, we're gonna go with Leaf. And everyone else's names are Yo Leaf, it's been so long since we last met. Do you remember my name? Okay, so this guy here is supposed to be our rival, Gary, but he's not Gary because this is a different one. So, what are we going to call him? Well, usually Gary, I think, in the old games is like the first choice. So if we're gonna go with like old games and all that stuff, I guess his name can be Ethan. Yes, Ethan is the guess. Great, glad you remember. Thank you. Right, I got it. You're Leaf, Red's kid, aren't you? Yes I am. Pleased to meet you. Rijon's quite a large region. You got so many places to explore and so much training to do. I wish you luck on your journey. Are you ready? Let's begin. And of course we're in our bed. Time to get up and get going on our adventure. I didn't read that, but it was probably just press start or something. Leaf, good morning. So yesterday we celebrated your birthday, and today you want to run off on your journey. Don't we all have so many dreams to pursue? Professor Jen is waiting for you to go pick a Pokemon up at her lab. Her Pokemon lab is in Grayful Town. That's south from here. Also, Ethan ran past screaming at the top of his lungs. Leaf, hurry! Anyway, that's enough for me standing in your way. You've got a journey to pursue, so come on. So I guess that guy's supposed to be our dad, but our dad is Red, so I'm not really sure who that guy is, because he doesn't look like Red. Here we are in Seashore City, so we're supposed to go, just gonna look around, but we're supposed to go south from here to go get our Pokemon. There's a cut tree right there. We're supposed to go south from here to get our Pokemon, and Ethan's already went that way to go get his. Police officer over there, nothing there. So let's just go. Obviously, we don't have Professor Oak, we have Professor Tim, and we're not even getting our Pokemon from him. We're getting our Pokemon from Professor Jin, I think is what it said. I don't know. But there's Ethan. Rats, late by 5 minutes. Stopping to play with the kids at school is a bad idea. Should I go now? If I go any later, Aunt Jin will scream. And if I go now, she'll still scream. Okay, so I guess Jin is his aunt. Oh, hey, Leaf. Aunt Jin's waiting overtime for us right now. My dad says that if you aren't punctual for meeting Aunt Jin, she'll be rather... Ah, where are those two? I guess that's her. That sounds like it was from... Ah, seems we better get to Gravel Town immediately. Catch you there. Alright. Ethan doesn't sound too bad. He doesn't sound like Gary so far. Now we're in Gravel Town, and here's Jen. Leaf, you're late. Sorry. You're late, you're late, you're late, you're late. You kept me waiting, you know. I heard you the first time. Well, never mind. To my lab, with haste. Well, now she's gonna take us to her lab to go get our first Pokemon. And here we are. So Leaf, seems we're real late. Okay, so now that we're all here, it's down to business. Onto the table, there are 3 Pokemon. There are 3 Pokemon held in the Pokeballs. They were given to me by Professor Tim before his retirement. So pick one on the table with haste, starting with Ethan. Aunt Jane, can you let Leaf pick first? Alright, Leaf, go and pick one. So I get to pick first, and we have Bulbasaur, the grass type Pokemon, Squirtle, the water type Pokemon, and of course Charmander, the fire type Pokemon. I'm not sure who I want to pick. Everyone always picks Charmander. I've used all of them many times, and they're all good, but in the spirit of Pokemon X and Y, Mega Charizard, I'm gonna pick Charmander. Because Mega Charizard X is amazing, and hey, why not pick Charmander? So, of course, Ethan's gonna pick Squirtle, because Squirtle is strong against Charmander, of course. He always has to do that and be rude. Alright, so we should probably leave now. No rival battle, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. Wait, Leaf. My Pokemon looks awesome, but it gives me that feeling that I should see how awesome it is. Come on, battle me. Alrighty. I need to see it my way. Come on now. So now we get to have our first rival battle with Ethan. He's got his little Squirtle, level 5, and I have my Charmander, level 5, so my Charmander is actually a girl. Dad's voice echoes. Leaf, do you remember what? Yeah. So he's going to tell us how to battle with our Pokemon, which we don't really care about because we already know how to do that. You know, if my dad really was around, he could just show me how to do it himself. Squirtle had an Oranberry. I should probably stop super speeding. But all we're doing is tackling and stuff like that. Good thing I had an Oranberry too, because if I didn't, I would have died. Which that wouldn't surprise me, because I usually have the worst luck with rival battles. But I've been pretty lucky. Good thing he didn't get a critical hit or nothing, because obviously he's stronger than me since I have a girl's Charmander. But that's okay. Now we go to level 6. Halfway to level 7 almost. Ouch! You nailed me there. Okay, so he's telling us this stuff. Okay, now. Well, that's a kickstart to my day. I feel like I can do so much now. Well then, I'll be off to explore my new world. Follow me soon, Leaf. Follow you? What if I want to go my own way? You can't control me, Gary. I mean, Ethan. Jeez. So, let's see. Charmander's all healed up, and I guess now we can start our adventure. And I guess we have to follow Ethan. So, let's see what we got here. What is this? Region, Tourist Guide, Grateful Town, Places of Interest, Research Lab for esteemed Professor Jin, Merson Cave West Entrance. From here, Gravel Canyon. Okay. Looks like we want to go down this way. There's a Pokemon. No, what is that? Post? It says post. Oh, Leaf. So you're finally a trainer now, huh? I actually have one last delivery for you. Ever. Only because the normal workers are on duty. So could you deliver this to your dad? Wow. Okay, so now we have to go deliver this to our dad. I guess that guy that's at our house is our dad, supposedly. He just looks like a normal person though. He doesn't look anything like our dad usually looks. Which is weird. Because I figured if Red was our dad, we could at least, you know what, I'm not gonna complain. Because I really like this hack right now. I think it's really awesome. I'm loving it so far. And let's go. Here you go, Dad. Welcome back, Leaf. So you finally have a Pokemon of your own. That's great news. Oh, you have something for me? We gave Dad his parcel. Ah, it finally came in. This is something I ordered for you, actually. It's a pair of running shoes. Alright, so we get our running shoes. And this is how you run. We know that. Yep. I wore similar ones when I started my adventure. Walk around with your Pokemon, they should warm up to you. Keep Pokemon in your party and get them to enjoy traveling with you. Yep. Oh, and I almost forgot. Sorry, I have something I need you to give to Jin. It's something she needs for her field research. Okay, so we get a Devon scope now. Professor Jin needs that item. It's pretty expensive, so don't go losing it, Leaf. You know what? Dad, if you wanted it done, why didn't you do it yourself? Why you gotta send your 11-year-old daughter to go out and do stuff for you? Men. See, my mother probably wouldn't have made me go do this. Where's my mother? Errand. I'm an errand girl, is what I am. All we're doing in this episode is running errands. Gotta go get my dad something, gotta give the professor something. Oh, Leaf, did you spend a bit of time with your Pokemon? It seems to be growing used to you already. You have something for me? Yep, you can have your Devon scope. Oh, I know what this is. It's about time your dad gave it to me. It'll be pretty helpful for my research. Hey! Oh, here comes Ethan. Not late now. What is it, Aunt Jen? Oh, right. I have a request for you two. And now she's gonna give us the Pokedex. So we can record data on Pokemon. Yeah, I kinda like the way the Pokedex looks. It's not as big as in the Fire Red games. They were like the size of the table, and they just magically get really small and can fit in my pocket. So we have to catch Pokemon and complete the data. And she gave us 5 Pokeballs, which is great. And we know how to catch them. I hope we don't have to watch a tutorial. Yep. Weaken them, paralyze them, put them to sleep. I know what to do. It's always been a dream of mine to have something so I can see all the Pokemon in the world. But I'm too busy doing so much written work. There's always a new trainer every day for me to help out. So I want you guys to help me out. Okay, Anjan, we'll help you out. Alright, Leaf, I'm setting off. I hope that for the next time we battle, you'll be ready. I'll be ready. I beat you. Anyway, see you, Anjan. See you, Leaf. Later. So, now we get to start our journey. But, I did see up here that there was some grass, so I gotta see what Pokemon are in this grass. I might actually catch one if it's something good, but if it's not, I'm probably not gonna catch anything. Oh, wait. Oh, we cannot go in the grass because there's trees blocking the way. Seriously? Well, that sucks. Oh well. I think I'm gonna end the episode here, you guys. So I will see you next time in Pokemon Rijon Adventures X, or whatever you want to call it. Rijon Adventures.